Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, December 13th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Wow, what a weekend. What a welcome Navy win, and more on that in a sec. But I got a chance to go into New York City yesterday to see the Christmas markets, a little ice skating, the Maryland tree at Rockefeller Center, and I'm not going to call it anything else other than the Maryland tree. But if you do get the opportunity before it comes down, it is definitely worth the trip up there. Well, it is Monday, unfortunately, and we are back at it again, so let's get into the news, shall we? 17-13, the final score of the 122nd Army-Navy game, and as always, it was a pretty incredible game. I heard Navy was actually favored by 7.5, but the first half didn't seem like that. However, they did come out strong in the last half of the game, and ultimately it was a case of mixed signals that turned the game around. It was 4th and 1, the Mids were up 14-13, and Coach Ken decided to play it safe and punt the ball. The snapper didn't hear Diego Fagot make the call and assumed it was a fake punt play that they had in their playbooks. So while the rest of the team was waiting for a punt, Fagot found himself with a football, and he ran for a first down. The end result of that play was a 3-point field goal, putting the Mids up 17-13, requiring an Army touchdown that never materialized. With Navy winning, they spoiled Army's chance of winning the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. It's the first time the Commander-in-Chief's trophy has been split 3 ways since 1993. The trophy will remain at West Point, the physical trophy that is, since Army won it last year. Of course, with the 20th anniversary of 9/11, there was a lot of remembrances, a lot of pomp and circumstance, and the halftime show was fantastic, with Lee Greenwood singing his hit, God Bless the USA, which was written in the aftermath of 9/11. One thing that I got out of this game is that Navy football has some upcoming talent. The kids on the team really stepped up when needed. Now let's see how it translates on the field next fall. Tentatively, the home opener is September 3rd against Delaware. We got the details of this story just after the DNB released on Friday morning, but just at about midnight, that's Thursday into Friday, the Annapolis Fire Department was called to the 100 block of Severn Avenue for a fire on a balcony in a multi-story apartment building. The residents of the apartment and several others were trapped, and the fire quickly went to 2 alarms, spread to the interior of one unit, and caused significant smoke damage to others. One resident was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. The fire department rescued 18 people in all, and in the end, 10 people were displaced from their homes. There hasn't been a cause or a damage estimate just yet, but boy, I'll tell you, the Annapolis Fire Department did a hell of a job on this one. This could have been a lot worse at midnight. Okay, Tuesday night, tomorrow, 6 p.m., you want to tune in to the City of Annapolis's Facebook page or YouTube channel to hear Chief of Police Edward Jackson and his senior commanders discuss recent crime, how they're fighting it, community policing, new state legislation, and more. They have hand-selected, quote, invited members of the community, unquote, to attend in person and participate, but most everybody would have to be virtual. I asked why not in a larger space to allow more people to participate, and a city spokesperson said that they don't have the technological resources to reliably do that, so they will be doing it from the Emergency Operations Center to reach as many people as possible. Now, I'm not sure I buy that. They seem to stream the inauguration just fine, and city council meetings are streamed just fine. Maryland Hall does have the technology in place, but 6 p.m. on the city's Facebook page or YouTube channel to hear what they're doing about crime. $4,781,000. That was the final cost of Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman's incentive to get employees vaccinated. The program was announced back in September and offered a $1,000 bonus to employees who were vaccinated. 4,276 employees were already vaccinated and were eligible for the bonus, and an additional 505 took the county up on their offer. Right now, the 4,781 county employees represent about 81% of all county employees. Now, this was all paid with federal dollars from the American Rescue Plan. Pittman did say he believes it's a good investment, and he also did say it helps because raises were removed from the budget this year. And then there were 10 and 2. I'm talking about the semi-finalists for Anne Arundel County Teacher of the Year. The semi-finalists for the public schools are Jenna Borman from Deal Elementary, Ada Downing from Marley Middle, Andy Guzik from Chesapeake Bay Middle, Eric Hare from Quarterfield Elementary, Lacey Harold from Arundel Middle, Patricia Kerner from Crofton Woods Elementary, Jennifer Lowe from Crofton High, Nafisha Marcellus from Brockbridge Elementary, Molly Stavely from Glen Burnie High, and Charles Whitaker from Cat North. But the independent school teachers are Katie Hansen from Annapolis Area Christian School and Mary Raleigh from St. Mary's High. Congratulations to all 12. They will be honored at the Excellence in Education Awards on April 26th up at the Hall at Live Casino and Hotel. The Eastport Yacht Club's Lights Parade was canceled due to the winds, and that really stunk. But they did go on to judge because they wanted to recognize the hard work put forth by all the captains to get these boats ready for the event. The winners were, drumroll please, Best in Show went to Fair Tide, skippered by Jim DiMaggio. The Best Illumination went to Kiri, skippered by both Beth Barry and Kathy Downs. The Best Animation was Voyager, skippered by Todd Croteau. Best Christmas Spirit, Gin Joint, piloted by Robert Lippincott. I love that name. The Long and Foster Award went to Bennu, skippered by Julianne DeGraw-Fettis, and the Best New Entry awarded to Water Dog, skippered by Donna Clapp. Congratulations to all, and the 40th anniversary is next year, and the date is December 10th. And as we start to wrap up, I hope you caught the local business spotlight with Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits. It is always a lot of fun to catch up with Dave. And speaking of Dave, not him, but up next week is Michelle Davey from Davey Dance Academy over there in Cape St. Clair. And finally, remember my Holiday Lights program. Last few days to send in some nominations, so if you have an amazing light display, maybe a neighbor, or maybe you passed one somewhere in your drive, send me the address or the closest cross street, and we'll get it up on a Google map. You can plug it into your GPS and road trip all over the county looking at some of the best holiday light displays we've got. Email me at info@eyeonannapolis.net. Again, that's info@eyeonannapolis.net. Okay, that's it for the news, but first a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. Alrighty, it is Monday, and Ann Alsina from Covington Alsina is here with your Monday Money Report. And as always, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. All of that coming up in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, December 13th. Not a bad weekend on the whole, despite some PM storms Saturday and some gusty winds both days, but the week ahead will be very nice, especially by mid-December standards. Look for sunny highs in the low to mid-50s today, followed by more sunshine in mid to upper 50s tomorrow and Wednesday for PM highs, with the expectation for Thursday and Friday to be even warmer, with upper 50s to maybe mid 60s and sunshine each day before some clouds then move back in, and a small chance of showers re-enters the picture on Saturday as temps stay above average all weekend with highs in the 55 to 62 degree range each day. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website each day at dcmdvaweather.info. And, of course, be sure to download our app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, Sean Lynch here from the team at Galway Bay to tell you about our very own Irish eggnog. This wonderful creamy drink is a handcrafted, traditional-style eggnog, distilled and bottled in Ireland. It's made from an old Irish recipe with a blend of alcohol, spices and Irish cream that is completely unique and has now become an Annapolis tradition. When you visit one of our local restaurants here, either at Galway Bay in historic downtown Annapolis, Killarney House in Davidsonville or Brian Brew in Severna Park, please mention this ad to your server or bartender to get a complimentary taste. Share this delicious concoction with friends and family for a thoughtful and unique holiday gift. Available by the bottle, case and half case at all 3 locations. Or go to our website at galwaybaymd.com for further information.
Also available at Pirates Cove Restaurant and Dock Bar in Galesville.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Anne Alsina, a financial planner from Covington Alsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Anne Alsina of Covington Alsina with your Monday Money Report. The market recovered from the previous week with the fear of Omicron diminishing as investors bought into the dip. Inflation worries caused a setback on Thursday before the markets recovered and stayed positive on Friday. And all these little ups and downs can obscure the important stuff. The market is up substantially for the year, and for the last 5 years, and the last 10 years. Don't let the short-term fluctuations in the market keep you out for the long-term gains. As we work with couples on their financial plans, we see a variety of ways to manage money as a couple. There is a significant amount of research that shows that couples who merge accounts are the happiest. For a young, newly married couple with no previous marriages, merging everything can make a lot of sense. One person should take the lead in making sure bills are paid, but both should meet regularly to review spending and cash flow. If you're concerned about a loss of autonomy, consider each of you having a small account for your personal fund money. If you go this route, I recommend each of you getting the same amount. The biggest issues we see are when one person makes substantially more and feels they are entitled to more. For the marriage to work, you need to be partners. If you keep everything separate, what happens if one of you becomes sick or is injured and can't work? What if one of you stays home with your children? Or you get a fabulous job somewhere else, and your spouse gives up their job to enable your dream job. For a second marriage or couples coming together much later in life, keeping your own assets can make sense. Here, contributing to a joint account that pays all the bills solves this problem. The joint account should cover everything: bills, emergency savings, and discretionary spending for you as a couple. Dinners, vacations, concerts, events, all paid out of the joint account. The discussion point becomes whether you contribute the same dollar amount or the same percentage of income. Through all of this, communication is key. Talking about how your family of origin handled money and your money habits is a good start. Beliefs on debt, savings, and goals is another area of discussion. A good financial planner can help facilitate all of this, along with developing budgets and a long-term plan. Your action to take this week is to stick to your budget for holiday spending. As we get closer to the big day, it's easy to think, just one more little thing. Don't. Focus on the time, memories, and being together versus more stuff. And be sure to check out our website at covingtonalsina.com as well as our Facebook page. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. Covington Alsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance reference is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in the show are for general information only, are not to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, contact the appropriate qualified professional prior to making a decision. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Anne Alsina with Covington Alsina.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long & Foster company.
Because love is what moves us. This holiday season, I'm hoping to encourage you to think of things a little bit differently. Instead of focusing on buying presents, be present. Instead of wrapping gifts, wrap someone in a hug. Instead of sending gifts, send peace. Instead of seeing lights, be the light. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. If your dream for 2022 is a new place to call home, give yourself the gift of planning ahead. We are taking appointments between now and the end of January for people wanting to put their homes on the market this spring. Give us a call and take the first step in making the dream of your next home come true.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.